If you want to be happy, just you have to think that I am already there. You have to behave like that, you have to act like that, you have to do like that, you have to think like that. That's I'm going to share with you, that how to train your brain, how to train your mind. Yes guys, 3 tips I'm going to share with you, that how you can train your mind. Now, parents are just sharing negative things to their kids because the kids mind at that time pure, but the parents are not understanding that they are just sharing negative things with their kids, and kids are getting negative things and kids are doing like that. Yes, so you have never ever share negative things with your kid, negative experience with your kid, because if you share with you that, so kids mind observe that. How? Because they don't know that what is right and what is wrong, they just observe that and do like that, they just observe that and do like that. So you have to don't share any negative thing with your kids, and when they do like that, they got the negative results. So don't share any negative thing with your kid. Now I want to start the all 3 tips that you have to follow, that you have to follow to train your mind. If you want to know that 3 tips, type yes. Yes. Now, let us start the all 3 tips that you have to follow to train your mind. First tip is that is that is create your thought pattern. Yes, guys, you have to create your thought pattern, because when you will create your all positive thought pattern, so in your mind go all your positive things, and when in your mind go all the positive things, you have to daily repeat that. You have to develop that things in your mind, that whatever positive thing you have observed in your mind, you have to daily develop that in your mind. How you can develop? Just you have to daily use that word, and when you will daily use that word, so that will develop in your mind, and then that will develop in your mind, so you will more try to daily use that. You have to stick the all positive things front of your eyes. You have to, and don't always stick front of your negative thing, because positive in, positive out, negative in, negative out. So you have to train your mind. Just you have to create your own thought pattern and develop that in your mind. Always you have to remind in yourself my all positive thing, and when you will got the free time, when you got the resting time, always think that positive things, positive words, whatever you have created, and that will sit in your mind, and you will daily use that, and your mind will work like that. Yes, so you have to create your thought pattern, create a positive thought pattern, never ever negative. Because if you will get the positive terms, you will get the positive results, and if you will think the negative terms, you will get the negative results. So never ever think about negative terms, because positive in, positive out, negative in, negative out. Now the next thing is that create your environment. Yes guys, you have to create your environment front of the optimistic people, not pessimistic people. Pessimistic people are people who have not goals, who have not passion, who have not dreams. They have given up to their goals and passion. But optimistic people who have their goals, passion, and purpose, you have to make the environment front of them, and always talk with them positive things. And when you will talk with them positive things, your environment is going to be positive. Yes, you have to always place front of you positive things, positive words, that I can do that. Whatever is your positive word, you have to daily use that. And when you will use that, so you have to develop in your mind. I have also many positive words that I daily use. Whenever I wake up, I use that. Whenever I sleep, I got the 5 minutes, I also use that words. Why? Because I am positive. I am positive. Like that, whenever you got the time, you have to just think about yourself positive, not focus on another things. Just focus on yourself, the things, positive things, and your environment is going to be positive around yourself. You have to always paste positive things, and you have to remind in your mind positive things. And when you will remind in your mind positive things, your mind is going to be get that habit, and your mind is going to catch that, and that will sit on your mind, and you will always try to remember that. How? Just you have to develop that in your mind, like that you have to develop that in your mind. Now my last thing that you have to follow, the last thing is that you have to follow to create your, to train your mind, and that is that know yourself. Yes guys, you have to know yourself. Know yourself that if you are an introvert or introspect. If you are an introvert, that is not right. You have to stop shying in front of people. Introvert means who shy in front of people. Introvert means who are not confident in front of people. But introspect means who always confident in front of the people. They know about themselves. They're not motivated by external source. They're motivated by internal source. Like that, I also daily motivated by internal source, not external source. I don't motivated with the external source. What is happening out, I not motivating on that. I am motivating on that what is happening here. I'm motivating on that. And when I motivate, I try to more work on my goals and patience, and I achieve that. Why? Because I am always and always remind myself, I know myself. Like that, you have to also daily remind yourself and know yourself. So guys, now these three tips are clear. Now I want to say you something, that when you are a kid, you have any shock, like you have the shock of drawing, and many kids are saying you, he is not able to do drawing, he is not able to do drawing, good drawing. Like that, kids are teasing you. But the they are also, the kids are also daily using that words, that I can do that, I can do that. No, you have to create positive thought pattern in your mind, never ever negative, because positive and positive out, negative and negative out. And when you become younger, so that is seated in your mind, you have developed that thing in your mind. Like that, you have to don't develop that thing in your mind, you have to develop positive things in your mind. And when you have developed that negative thing in your mind of drawing, that I can do drawing, so you have lived that. Sometimes you have observed that. Yes sir, I've seen many people like this. So you have to don't do like that. You have to always be positive with yourself, with the people. Okay, because when you will positive, so you can also make your environment positive. And when your environment positive, your net worth is also going to be positive. So these are the all three habits that you have to daily follow to train your mind. First is that create a thought pattern. Second is that you have to, the second that you have to follow, you have to create your environment. And the third that you have to follow, that is that you have to create, you have to know yourself. You have to be an, not an introvert, you have to be an introspect. So thank you guys, lots of thank you, bye, thanks.